these eyes, one finds only darkness. These are the eyes of a psychopath.
So in light of the fact that we have another Halloween reboot coming our way this month, I decided to go back and revisit Rob Zombie's Halloween. Now, when it first came out, everyone seemed to like it. The fans enjoyed it. The critics gave it good reviews. Something's changed because now everyone wants to take a giant dump all over it. Well, so I want to revisit the damn thing. And mostly what I see are two big problems. One problem is the overcussing. I mean, it's like F-bombs galore. It's a rated R Dawson's Creek. Nobody talks like that. It's ridiculous. The dialogue sucks. Now, in most Rob Zombie films, dialogue does suck, but it kind of works. It helps weave a insane tapestry he likes to throw out there, such as House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects. All of it had bad dialogue, but it kind of worked with those movies. However, here, it's a different animal. I mean, what gives Halloween its creepiness, it's not that it's an insane world. You have one insane guy in a realistic world. So here, having that crappy dialogue, you know, the daughter talking to her mom about sex and like running her finger through the donut or whatever that was and making stupid sex noises. No girl is going to talk to her mother like that. You know, so you're taking the reality out of it. And in both cases, it hurts the dialogue, and the overcussing hurts the movie. But that's about it. Rob Zombie gets so much more right than he gets wrong in this movie. And it feels like it was made by a fan. And that's what Rob Zombie is. He's a fan of the Halloween franchise, the whole franchise. You know, that's why he cast Danielle Harris as one of Laurie Strode's friends. And she played the little girl in Halloween 4 and 5. You know, he also throws in Malcolm McDowell, Chucky himself, Brad Dourif as the sheriff. And Sherry Moon Zombie is badass as Michael's mother. And for whatever reason now, there's all this criticism about Rob Zombie's version of Halloween, about no one wants to see Michael Myers as a kid. But I thought that was such a unique take on Halloween. I mean, it made it distinctly Rob Zombie's. And the kid he got to play him was awesome. I love watching this kid descend into madness, and he was perfect at it. It added so many more layers to the legend. People now, they just suck. I mean, they just got to criticize the hell out of everything. When this came out, and still today, it was great. And that was a great idea. And speaking of great ideas, Tyler Mane, aka Sabretooth, playing Michael Myers was a stroke of genius. This dude is gigantic and so imposing once he puts on that mask. It completely works for this movie. There's no dispute about that. This is one of the scariest Michael Myers you'll ever see. Outside of the very first one, you got to give the original its props. But outside of that, this will make you crap your pants. But of course, not everybody agrees with that assessment. The number one critic is John Carpenter himself. I just don't get that. I just don't get a filmmaker who comes up with a stroke of genius, right? Halloween was a stroke of genius. And his most legendary work. But he leaves it. He wants to go do Big Trouble in Little China and vampires or whatever the hell, right? But he wants to criticize every single solitary movie that comes out. Halloween 2, 3, 4, go on down the list. Rob Zombie's Halloween, he calls it a complete piece of shit. Yet he doesn't have a problem cashing the checks. How about this? You come up with a great idea. Don't pass it off and go do something else. If you only want it to be that one movie, then you don't let them make another movie. Screw the money. If you can't do that, then shut the hell up. John Carpenter, who do you think you are anyway? Steven Spielberg? I think not. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll be back with some other old BS. Bye.
Hey, buddy, just give you a heads up. I got a Taco Deluxe Supreme talking back at me, so I'm gonna be a while.